on this new episode of Tezalovic, episode 51. Bosnia's got a new emperor who just turned 16. He is Prijezda of Bosnia. Which, interestingly enough, we named him Prijezda just almost out of coincidence upon realizing that Katerina the First had a son named Prijezda, but died. Feverish and sweating, I remember. And then Katerina, the Sword of the Blessed Virgin, well, named this character, which one would assume named after Katerina's the first son, who'd never inherit the throne, because he died too early, and thus my grandmother Petra, and then there's Katerina, and here's me, Prijezda, which, for once, I'm not gonna go with facial hair. I don't feel like I'm mad enough for the job, yet. I don't have that many traits, but I'll start building upon it. And just married to some Bosnian mystic attractive woman by the name of Maria. And now there's new problems in this world. I mean, yes, we beat the Holy Roman Empire many times. France, which is held by our kinsmen, has turned Catholic. And there's a Germanic Great Holy War for France, and they're winning so far. If Britannia can actually intervene and retake those areas and maybe beat those guys, wherever they may be, then I hope that they can better defend themselves. Even one would think hopefully we'll turn the tables and have the Holy Roman Empire, the papacy, and all the others just join in and defeat those guys, because if France falls to the Germanics, then this will present an entirely new problem, which of course may urge a crusade for that area. But a crusade against the Germanics are the last thing I would ever want to face. But I might consider fighting in smaller holy wars, such as one against Norway for Mosia, for example. As I said, I've always wanted to control that part of the country, for centuries. Ever since the first Bulgar-Bosnian wars. But I believe those series of wars are almost at a conclusion. Because, you know, we still want Poland. And if we take Poland to vassalize, of course, this guy might be inherited and it's going to leave our empire again. So maybe I ought to prevent that by, I don't know, revoking his title. But right now, let's just have a coronation ceremony. Over there. Just write the letter to the foe. And all the others are too busy or whatever problems that they have these days. One's leading troops, there you go, another excuse of why he's unavailable at this time. As I said, not too well skilled yet, haven't picked up a bunch of traits, only a matter of time. Diana Benessa, a Serbian Benessa, which is again originated from a Dalmatian family. Yeah, supposed to be her name. Slain in personal combat. Good boy. That'll be a whale of a thing. One would think that they got together and create the Empire of Scandinavia. But that's if they'll take Norway, but I don't think they'll ever be united as an empire. Otherwise, that would be a nightmare. It's already a nightmare over there now. I mean, yes, they're winning and holding them off, but there's no telltale sign. So let's just have this coronation ceremony over with, and then we'll start the Holy War against Norway. The blood of Vladislav Tezalovic flows through my veins. Since the days he walked the earth, we've abandoned our old Slavic faith, though I do see the merit to help shape such a legend. Although since we're neighbors of pagans again for the first time in centuries, it would make sense to get this trait, but I say no. The old ways belong in the past. No siree. Nobody would want to go back to that anymore. Huh. Donate the nail of the true cross. If I don't do that, the ceremony's going to be cancelled. Oh man. Oh, I remember. Yes. I switched to war focus. Ninoslav stole it from the monastery. So, it was associated with some of the all-time greats, except for Ninoslav, because he was a bit of a screw-up in his day, but at least he survived. Blasted! I mean, it gives me good diplomacy bonus, and piety, especially piety. Matter of fact, it gives out the more piety bonus than any other. Oh, I can't believe I'm going to do this. I'm going to say this relic is part of my family's heritage. Yes, the ceremony is cancelled. You have to try again next year. Blasted, blasted, blasted. I do not want to give away that nail of the true cross. Oh, you've gone ambitious. Well, I'll try to ask him. I'm trying to play nice with him. Matter of fact, let's start giving out a bunch of money. I mean, I have lots of money. Let's start sending gifts. Be a gift-giving guy, will you? Well, it's only Serbia. I mean, everyone else is fine. Yeah, it's because you're the one that raised me. On that time, let's hold a grand tournament. Should help the improvement. Especially more if it goes on that. Alright, we talk in private. Huh. Hope you enjoyed being far from preachers for once. Cynical. Again, after the future holy war for that part of Bulgaria, we have to get Poland, find a way to revoke it, and give it to somebody more deserving where they should not leave the realm. We can just hope for that. How are you doing up there? Losing. And they've lost a lot of men. Okay, that's it. I see no chance of you winning. We're definitely gonna kill you. You hear me? We're gonna kill you. I'll even send my spy master over there, even though it's kind of a little late. Not until next month. It's a pretty deadly tournament everybody's getting into. Others Tezalovic is the third place. Chep, the seducer. Second place. Winner is Soundboard. Count Joyce's score. A genius. A very high inch son of a beeswax. The kinsman knows. You gluttonous fool. It's too bad the Prince Bishop is in action. But I could tell him to stop right now so we can have you do the coronation ceremony. And I'll pay you some money. Now, coronation ceremony. Or not. Can't seem to go get him right now. Not available. That's good. I guess you ought to take the. You gotta take up the Pope. Maybe he'll get a different offer. Should be money. Don't let it be the goddamn nail of the cross. First child. Good. My studies in Trinity taught me the general tactics of flanks and center, but I can hardly master everything. Well, I'm going to try to be a brave guy and say if the center cannot hold, the battle is over. Just be a direct leader. My pastor was, never a direct leader. By waging war against the most impious ruler, whose wickedness is made worthy the excommunication of the Holy Church. That man? Okay. That's something. You know, he lives in a castle over there. You know, where it's almost like it's considered government in exile. This is where he lives. Alright, I will bring this sinner to justice. The road forward is clear. I must depose the corrupted Emperor Pagan from his throne in order to earn my crown. Once this war's been won, I'll be able to continue with the preparations for my anointment. May God see that day come soon. Very well, send the retinue over there. Nothing much. Close off. Prove the holding again. Exactly. My daily routine involves repeatedly swinging my blade at a training dummy. However, I can only learn so much from fighting an inanimate enemy. The practice gets dreadfully dull after a while. Well, I'm gonna be friends with this Avar here. Alright, siege in this castle. Which matter of fact, assault the damn holding. You're a retinue. Yep, time to bring this sinner to justice. Bingo. With the wicked ruler been dealt with, the Pope has finally accepted to crown me Emperor. It's time to sheathe our weapons and let the celebrations begin. Fine. Good. It shall be an extravagant ceremony because we have all the money in the world. Especially some of that Ragusan money. Ah, Kiev and Rus would be there too. And what is that on your head? You're a member of Champions of Peru. You were previously Slavic? Very well. Alright, Pope Gregorius VI approached me tonight to personally inform me how satisfied he is with the great festivity I've organized to accompany my coronation. He wanted to be sure that I knew how welcome he feels in my court and that he expects great things out of me. I am flattered. Thank goodness. The sooner the better. France is winning. Okay, call off the assassination. Hell, Hermetic, once this great holy war's over, I'm going to start antagonizing him. And maybe I'll beat him out of it in a rivalry war. A little bad idea, city, but... Meeting new rulers and exchanging ideas about politics and royal virtues have been an interesting consequence of this ceremony. Everybody has at least one anecdote to share with me about the proper way to rule the kingdom. I wonder which is closer to the truth. I got good enough diplomacy. Proper handling of the realm's finances is fundamental. Up the stewardship a bit. Get out of the way. Oh, finally, Empress. As I said, no beard for this character. He ain't man enough. Matter of fact, I don't think he ever will be. Not saying he's craven, it's just... After that one little mishap... Wait for the retinue to come back home, and then we'll start the holy war. Is that what you're concerned about? There's plenty of others out there. You're not going to get it out of me. Out of me? Out of her. Out of an alliance, out of us. We'll always be enemies, because one day, this area will go to the Bosnian Empire. One day. I don't know when, but it will happen. It'll be there. Can't wait to bring you down, much like I tried to bring down the Holy Roman Empire. As if that problem with the revolt isn't enough, but now somebody wants to conquer a county. It looks like they can handle it. I'm trying to think. Mara. Who could she be betrothed to for a matrilineal marriage? Start with the age. Somebody strong, somebody attractive, somebody smart. Strong. There you go. Found it. Or what about the Russians? Oh no, they're tribal, they're all too young. I don't think they would fly. They won't go for it. Or what about Poland? They'll probably say no. Definitely no. Especially that they always run on agnetic, never agnetic cognatic. They wouldn't go for that either, because they're similar. They always think men should rule. There's agnetic cognatic. Other than that, I don't think they will go for it. No. 2 lines of succession. This may sound far-fetched, but we can always try Sardinia and Corsica, which of course we always have that alliance between the two. Because we're going to need some friends, because we're going to go on a holy war soon. What's Norway doing currently? Oh, they are a part of that great holy war. Well, then we could draw them out of it. Mosia. So let us mosey on down to Mosia. Finish. Oh, you're the only Finnish resident there. The rest of these guys are Germanics and Norse. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a mess. I could feel it. Feel it in my loins. Oh my goodness, they're already there. But we beaten them. But not at Amiens, no. It's when the Enclave got in their way. They're already out there. They brought one friend in. Who's all the way from Iceland. What the hell of a place. Yep, they're already here. Yeah, Elizabeta, who's a designated regent. What's Jerusalem doing over there? Border disputes? Oh dear. Religiously liberate Egypt. That area. And they're winning so far. Okay, I will lead into Mosia. You go defeat those guys and try to catch up. Terrain is key to winning battles. I focus on my studies and I believe I can master the tactics of one type of terrain. Well, judging by future conflicts, I know what I'm about to get into. What is the hills? I mean, what's the terrain of Bulgaria like? Hills, mountains, it's mixed. And that future great conquest I want to fight in? Okay. Forests and hills are my domain. I'm a direct leader who prefers to fight in forests and hills. That's the kind of guy that I am. Nadanja Sokolovic. Another Serbian. It's those guys from Iceland. Okay, you beat them. Yeah, why not keep the name, but get well soon. Got him. Right where we wanted. I remember I'm going to be there alongside Chepa and my Aunt Yelena. Long-time veteran. Who still has all the good stuff. We only have 2 children. Hopefully this is my chance to shine. Now get back to Nicopolis. Now, how's my kinsman doing? My heretic kinsman. Oh dear, It is most disparaging situation. And yes, you'll back the plots again. You know, we gotta get rid of them. His capital is still in Orleans. This is my court position wife, so you have some money. Oh no, nice. Serbia defeated them all. Smithfield is joining. What did I tell you? It's gonna get messy. And by golly, it's happening. Help, more. Now they got another revolt in their hands. World's at war again. I imagined a situation which became more and more intimidating, with an outcome that could mean life or death. I swore hard and I said I would. Stay put and fight. If you are bringing Scandinavia down to Bosnia, what's the matter with you? Plus, if you get rid of this heretic, Catholic will be in, and Catholic powers will join. Especially the Holy Roman Empire, since they're right next door. If they're even willing. There we go. You should not speak of this. No, not joining no devil worshiping society. This is not what I had intended for this character. I'm not into that debauchery bullshit. What goes in peasant revolt again? I guess they're still having that peasant crisis over there. I mean, if the peasants win, then Ragusa's gone as a merchant republic. We've seen that happen to Venice in some playthroughs ago. Oh no, they have it secure. Get back to your position. They put down a Catholic uprising. But now we're about to take this area. The dancing plague in where? You know that's in Italy. A dancing plague in Italy. Oh boy. Matter of fact, I think that's the first time we've seen a dancing plague happen twice in one place. Not just once, but twice. That's rare. Anyways, we finally took Mosia. Finally is an understatement. But we did not take Carnival because of that Catholic uprising over there. We should have waited. But, oh well, you could fight a de jure claim. It'll make it easier without provoking anymore. Of course, I would like to keep fighting against raiders personally just to prove myself. Unfortunately, those holdings are still here. Norway's still here. No, they're not. You can handle that yourself, can't you? Wait, how many are there? Oh, you can handle it. Oh, what the hell? Oh, it's the host. A bird cries out and I wake up. I hear men roaring in the distance. Why am I on the ground, staring at the sky? I cannot move. Is this how Emperor Prijezda of Bosnia leaves this world? Go with God, comes the ragged voice of the wounded soldier next to me. Yes. Oh my God, I've been killed. Well, first things first. Right at the moment of death, is there anybody in this realm that is a Bulgarian? Any Bulgarians around? Culture, not dynasty. Like people with Bulgarian culture. Well, there's one and two, but they're bishops. Okay, anyone else of a Bulgarian origin? Just looking for landless people. Okay, there's two of them. 3, 4. Yeah, just 4. If you want to start your dynasty, then come on over. We'll deal with the rest. Once again, Bosnia is ruled by a woman. Emperor Prijezda has given up the ghost at age 19. He died in battle against Kjatan. Kjatan, how do you pronounce that Norseman's name? That's the guy. He killed him. Though not especially blessed, we hope Prijezda finds peace in the afterlife. He was a pretty complex man. And now Bosnia is ruled by his older sister, Elizabeta of Bosnia. Already has 2 daughters. But hey, she's shrewd, diligent, she'll be much better suited for this type of work, unlike Prijezda. Prijezda was originally destined to be a steward. That's what the stars tell him, but clearly he tried to defy that, and it turned out to be the end of him. He wasn't made for Emperor, unfortunately. So now, Empress Elizabeta, an accomplished diplomat. Vassals and foreigners are alike, are sure to respect her rule. Long live Empress Elizabeta. Now I take his place in the front line. Alas, Emperor Prijezda, my brother. My brother, which he had no business to be out there in the front line because he wasn't made for it. Never had children. Matter of fact, how long did he reign? I mean, he did reign long. I mean, in adulthood, that would be not long. Matter of fact, he is the youngest emperor or empress to die. I thought Katerina died young, but no. Prijezda died 20 years younger. Once again, this 12th century is characterized by females dominate Bosnia. Ever since Katerina I, my great-grandmother. Well done. Let's wait for the Bulgarian guy to come in and let him take over the land. Sorry, I just had a scratch. No. I had something in my eye. I'm not saying I'm crying, it's just... Just talking about, people who died too young. And what was this assassination plot about? What's my intrigue skill? Oh, it's decent. Except that I'm kind. But hey, Elizabeta, she's much suited. Because she's a destined fighter, despite the fact that she's doing very well in diplomacy. And she's shrewd-minded and diligent. As I said, more qualified than Prijezda. But I didn't give her baptism, but I can for Katerina, which I don't know why one would think that I wish there would be a Katerina the Third. But I don't think that'll happen. Might have another son out of it. What do I do now? And wait for the Bulgarian to come. Zahumia must have its crown focus. Serbia could be the designated region. And this is the widow of Prijezda, which she will remain court position as she will. You know, Crusade's going to be coming up next year, wherever it may be. I will go for a war focus. You know, better prepare yourself. And Sardinia's got its hands full, which will intervene. Well, take care of this host, and then we'll take care of that host. The coronation ceremony can wait, and get the Bulgarian man to, if he's even coming, as he was before. Matter of fact, where is he? Get your over here. Alright. You will have, Daughter Storm, Nicopolis. And if I ever get a chance to pick up the Duchy of Mosia, which nobody holds it, we can create it and I'll give it to you. That's a good deal, is it not? I'm surprised it's called Duchy of Mosia, not Tornovo. Must be at peace. Anyways, let me go prove myself in battle. We didn't lose any artifacts. No, we haven't. Also, the skull of St. Joseph, where did that come from? Oh, that's from Katerina II. I never noticed that, because I'm used to seeing the Bulgar skull, which has been around since the days of Vladislav. And now the skull of St. Joseph. St. Joe. Whatever you do, don't get killed. France is saved. Viva la France! Yeah, Prijezda got killed by Vikings. Alright, let's go on an expedition to Sardinia. There's enough ships for all of us. No, you need more. That one should do. This is ruined. Why, you... Matter of fact, the bath, who likes me the least? So I could start swaying. Serbia, of course. CK2. But it's gonna be Serbia first. Designated region, you know? And as for PEX, you get a minor title. Alright, the Corsica. And for God's sakes, watch out for the dancing flag. I don't think it'll spread to Corsica, but you may never know. We've all been there. We can take him on. Oh, it's mountains. Give it a moment. Wait for Milan to go up. Okay, go. Alright, pilgrims to St. Helen. I'm already Gugari, so I'll be making some money off of them. Serbian Holy War against which part? It's against Norway, you mean this area? Yes. Do what you gotta do to expand the empire. We've always wanted to expand into Bulgarian land. This square here, I didn't know you can go through there too. How about that? Also, what the hell are you jokers doing out here? Oh, get ready for a crusade. It's gonna be called soon. Or I can request one and choose it somewhere. As I said, that guy needs to go down. He's a heretic. Plot's back on. Let's finish this. See, everyone's on board. They've realized, look, we're no longer defending against the infidel anymore. Now let's get rid of this heretic. That's what they're like. So, yeah, your dream's about to come true. Also, if I get caught, this would be dynastic kinslaying, which I'll take the penalty. The coronation ceremony. Well, it's time to crown me. Oh, whatever you gotta ask, I'll accept. Okay, it's the money. 500 gold. There you go. Once again, extravagant. King borders of Schumberg, Bavaria. Who's a German, not a Russian. Oh no, they stopped being Russian and went back to being German. Alright, let's be friends. And we are friends. Oh, I have a very good diplomacy skill. This is gonna work. Right. Whatever doubts I had in my performance, completely unfounded. My speech about duties of a good empress to her subjects are poignant and extremely well received. Whew. Here it is. Once again, well, that you've seen many times on an Empress. What's back on here? Voislava, my daughter. Katerina. It was still sickly. Nobody gave her a treatment, but I think she'll live. Boy, the papacy's really taken over. Yes, Sicily and Ragusa are teaming up against Venice again, and Ragusa is dominating the Adriatic trade again. Matter of fact, They're gonna get rid of them. Just this area. Ragusa will once again dominate the Adriatic trade. Yes, indeed. Amalfi gets their side. And Ragusa still has a trade post. That's from the Trans-Saharan route, which originates from the gold mines. Yes, that's where it came from. Ragusa is prospering. Really, no one owns that trade post? You think Amalfi would pick this up? What's Jerusalem doing? They're about to lose their holding on Egypt. And the Byzantine is going to hell. Yep, really going to hell. We have no peace treaty with Norway. Oh yes, Prijezda finished the war before he died. That means we can finish the job. They still have a Catholic revolt? Well, whenever it's finished, we have to sweep up Mosia again. Wait for that. But, speaking of waiting until then, for the Great Pyramid. Wait for the assassination of Thomas the Apostle, they call him. And I'm pregnant once again. I say once again because it references this character who was previously pregnant before. Though some time now has passed since my coordination, the good people of Bosnia are still in the festive mood. Glad to finally see their Empress status be recognized by the Church. Though it would be nice to see my subjects continue to celebrate my rise to the throne. Although if it were not for the fact that they were also using an excuse to work less. Get back to work! Oh yeah, you're gonna die. Unfortunately, I've been feeling a lot more energetic than usual recently. Unfortunately, while I've had no problem wearing down the years of everybody at the court, I've been unable to focus all this newfound vitality on my duties. Yet, according to most scholars, an expectant mother should simply seclude herself in the dark for most of her pregnancy. It's my stewardship. Should follow the tradition and rest. And I just noticed the learning skill, it's 12, so I thought I should compose a book. I'm one for diplomacy, so it should be about the intricacies of relationships. A lot of people getting injured. I was dubious at first, but spending in these long hours in quiet, dark meditations helped me to find peace. I'm a lot less worried about my child than I was only a few weeks ago. Blissful quiet. My mental health will improve. Mental health? Well, she has a sharp and astute mind. Elizabeta's got a good head on her shoulders. Tommaso, third place. Hunchback. Teodosia Ilkovic, a left-handed cavalry leader who's brave and good-looking and brawny. Oh, no. I don't think he's qualified. I mean, it's like, why can't I invite him the court and make him our commander? He's second place. And the winner is Alessandro Est. Yeah, your father was Italian, and yet you turned Avar. You've gone native. There's no Avar named Alessandro. It's not an Avar name. Oh yeah, I've thought about Poland for some time. about retaking that area in a vassalization war. But I don't think I have the prestige for that. No. Matter of fact, it doesn't even give me the option. Come on, kill the heretic before things get worse from there. And before Britannia realizes what's going on. Climb on, look at the door. Oh no. Logodoro's one of the Sardinian counties. They should not be holding that. You gotta intervene right there. And I'll be there too. Oh, wait a minute, I'm pregnant. Okay. Be patient. Not again. Wait a minute, you idiot. That's your vassal. Well, anyways, alliance mates, so pay attention. Whoa, no. As I said before. Next time, pay attention. Remember who your vassals are, even if it's from a vassal of a vassal. A vassal's vassal. And another thing. Be careful who you declare war against. There's a defensive pact. Marlboro's enlisted to help with some of the women and my staff to cheer me up while I keep my mind off the pregnancy while I wait for the child to be born. If nothing else, it'll be nice to have somebody to talk to when I'm not dealing my duties as Empress. This is exactly what I needed, because I'm gregarious. I love talking to people. And I'm sure you probably noticed that the last episode, including this episode, why I've been talking on such a lower tone? Well, it's 1 a.m. right now. I typically record it during the afternoon, but no, it's 1 a.m. right now. Okay, cousin. Babies are coming. I cover my mouth and try to contain a giggle, spotting a servant discreetly lighting up a candle. I realize that it's night already. This isn't the first time I spend my entire afternoon gossiping about friends and family with my guests without even realizing it. I cannot deny that this new habit is really helping me to get into the pregnancy. I really do love talking. Plus one. Got it. Alright. Tomas, time to die. Alright, I have a son. He's born normal. Too bad it was about quick. One thing's for certain. That man is not going to be named Prijezda. No. We jinxed it the first time, then we know what happened in the second. I was wondering, how the hell do you spell that Bosnian name? Oh yes, that's correct. Vertical. Are there any other verticals around? Might be spelling for traits. That spelling is correct. He's the only vertigo in existence. So, we'll have a child named that. There are many there are many legends about the great man whose blood I share. A particular story has been circulating at the court lately. It focuses on the epic feat where Vladislav proves his strength of character. And the more I hear it, the more I wish to emulate him. Well, I want to have more children. Oh boy, I want to be just like my ancestor, who was a lustful warrior, the merciless one. What kind of woman are you? Nothing wrong with him. Just tell him to stay out of his faction. Zahumia First. For some time now, the county of Zahumia has served an unofficial training ground for my armies, as there's plenty of open space on which to train and abundant food to feed the troops. A group of senior officers is now petitioning me for money in order to erect an official regimental camp in the county. We got plenty. More levy size. Alright, that sounds like an excellent suggestion. Well, I've yet to cleanse myself from impurities after labor. Vertigo should be baptized as soon as possible. Given that he is the heir of Bosnia, I should make sure that the rite celebrating his coming to this world is as grandiose as possible. Oh really? You can have a bishop to do it? Although baptized by a bishop doesn't sound prestigious. I'm thinking, what society should I join? I'm shrewd. I recall Katerina was a member of the Hermetic Society, and she was a scholar but not shrewd. Yeah, why not? Let's do it again. I'm relatively young. I'll join the Hermetic Society once again. Just only diligent and shrewd. And maybe once this whole war focus thing wears off, and whenever the Crusade comes, King Boris of Bohemia, you shall be the godfather. Does he like him well enough already? Or could it be the other cousin? No, Boris III. You're baptized by the Pope. Trade is flourishing. Oh, damn it! He knows again. Okay, who shall be my apprentice? Look, I feel bad about you. You lost Prijezda, so Maria, how about you be the apprentice? As I said, I feel bad. Born to an unknown father. Stuttering. Okay. Again, it's your life. I'll ask help from those around me. Thank God for diplomacy. Yeah, well, who are those people? Want to tell them to get out? Did you get out too? Well, I feel like, what? The Germanic is an infidel, what they are. For once, switch your child with focus to faith, and I will raise them. I'm just gonna make sure that she becomes a Catholic, just to, screw them over. And I will raise vertical personally too. No matter what happens to him. He's that important to me. Walking alone on the battlements late one night, I suddenly see a shining white shape appear in the sky above me. It seems to be moving towards me, or maybe away, but there's a strange sound in the air too, like whispering. What's going on? The Virgin has appeared to me. I've been blessed. Yeah, I'll take it, zealous. As I said, a future crusade is coming up, so I think it's best for you to be at your guard. I mean, talking private. sure we can find common ground. Yep, my high diplomacy skill will make vassals like me more and easier to invite to somebody to court, whoever that may be. As I said before, you gotta get rid of that heretic. I would have rather see you do a holy war, not vassalization. Oh my goodness. Even though there's many of them out there, but the Winterling dynasty, the ruling dynasty of Britannia, is about to come to an end, and Britannia could become Catholic. They've done screwed themselves. So as much as we're trying to get rid of this one heretic, and now they're about to have a Catholic ruler whenever she dies. But there's too many Cathar vassals, so no, they're going to exploit that. Don't get your hopes up. And again, no Crusades being called yet, but I can request one. But the question is, who? I mean, how does it work? Like, if I were to tell them that, then... Ah, that's how it works. I can choose Norway or Bulgaria, but I would have to contribute the most if I were to have it all to myself, but no. The kingdom title of Bulgaria already exists, so it would not make sense. Jerusalem just lost Egypt. And they call you the Great. My ass, look. You're weak, you're craven, lunatic possessed. You're not a man. But I guess we're never going to get Jerusalem. I think we're far from that now. Is it possible? No. You can't call a crusade against heretics? Hey, forget about assassinating. How about I challenge him to a duel? Save us all, but wait a minute. He got it. And how on earth, why do I have a chance to duel him? It says we are foes, but... Attempted murder of a parent. Your father's a heretic! I'll duel him. I'll put him out of his misery. Right now. Pathetic. So I guess we'll forget about the Crusades. I would request one. No reason for one yet. Unless the Pope says so. I mean, if all of Egypt was under the control of this, then maybe a crusade for Egypt would be considered. Hispania would only benefit the HRE, in my opinion. Lithuania is a big maybe. Or Svithiod, you know, a crusade for Pomerania, but then Pomerania would be conquered again. Yeah, nice going. Or at least some far-fetched place like Russia. Novgorod. Yes. That's a good possibility. The Muslims of the North. I could see that. Although I'm not going to do it right now, but I think I have a future crusade in hand. What the problem is, it's tribal. And setting mass amounts of humanity up there. The Russian winter. My friend, I think you're gonna like what I'm gonna do in the future. Be patient. We'll do it in the next episode, but I'm not ready to end it right now. I know what to do. An average paper on the mysterious elixir of life. Huh. But I don't think I have that much piety. If I were to even ask for a crusade. The Russian Crusade. Imagine that. Following the teachings of divinely inspired thinkers, a diligent human should strive for peaceful resolutions. I have members of my court who do not see eye to eye. It is my duty as their liege to arbitrate their disputes. It was a lot of talk, but it was all worth it. I have invited people in my court to take part in a war game which we practice defending our land from invading enemies. We will use wooden models to represent invading armies, and I shall have to use clever tactics to defeat my opponent. This will be fun. Bishop, Nicola, he's here. Berenger will defend me. Nicola is going to be the invader. The Bishop of Visegrad. He decides to do a strong frontal assault towards my center flank. I'll slowly withdraw the forces in the center. Nicola decides to hold his line when our troops withdraw from the center flank. Berenger suggests we should strengthen our side flanks with our idle troops. Gee, I don't know about this. I think I should use our center troops as reserve for our now pressured side flanks. A lot of women are getting blessed. As we keep the troops at the center mostly unused, the enemy manages to weaken the side flanks. Slowly but steadily we are defeated. Good game. Again, I'm never good at this sort of thing, because I hardly memorize it. Put me there. I need to get a leadership trait or something good out of this. I possess a great mind. Oh, you Nicola? Really? You may beat me in a board game and now you're asking me to do that? Look at you. You're doing these things for the Lord, but you're lustful towards me. And I'm lustful for a different reason. Because I want to have more children. I'm still in my prime. My husband likes me well enough. You're not my type. Get out of here. Okay, oh yeah, this girl. Remember, we're requesting Crusade, and preparing for a Crusade is going to take you 2 years, so what's the rush? You took Lugadoro, and it turned into Torres. Hey, vassalization, huh? How about it? No, because you're a king. I imagine you being a tributary state in the future, which matter of fact, how much money do you make? Oh, not very much, but to be fair, you were raising your troops. And what's Ragusa doing? Another trade war. Fair enough. Marching over the plains of Sarmia, when I realized how this experience simply become a matter of course. I rarely even think when I charge a battle, it just happens. I could surely make use of this insight, but how? I will focus on flanking. Okay, Elizabeta will be a flanker. Rough terrain and the flanker. Very well, so from now on I will be on this side. And a guy like Chepa will be in the center. Yeah, a flanker. Remember that board game I said, leading the defense in the center, and the center, we screwed it up? Well then, that won't be the case. What the hell is going on over there? Rostislav, the Beller, is defending himself. He's alright. He's got this handled. Don't you worry about it. And as for, other areas in Norway, it's trying to expand itself. So what did I have a claim on Krakow? I do have claims of Prussian lands. And have a weak claim on Jerusalem. What happens if I... Oh no. Can't do that. I would gain nothing from that. Anyways. Look, just wait. I was about to request a crusade, honestly. Around this time, but now you say a crusade for Thrace. Thrace. Norway. No. Zaghuin. To be honest, I do not want to go to Thrace. What I want for this targeted change is, it's my original plan, but now I'm going to have to force implement. You're called Novgorod. Against King of Novgorod for the Kingdom of Novgorod. So I was asking that this recipient, the Queen of Kievan Rus, hit Sherry. Again, this crusade will be in the next episode. I'm just trying to think at the moment. Who would be a useful vassal to the Russian Queen? Oh no, we're gonna need Montenegro. He's good. There's a lot of Tezalovics out there in the world. There's even a French Tezalovic who is imbecile. You know what, screw it. It's gonna be Borislava. Mate Ninoslav, why aren't you one of ours? You could be useful to us. Hope everyone will like my suggestion. Also, we're not starting it in 2 years, we're starting next year. Yeah. Peter approaches me as I'm on my way out to tell me how happy he was to hear that I pledged my men to this crusade and wishes me luck in the upcoming war. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, this just got better. Revolts League Independence War. So, the Muslim just got assassinated, and now it's back to being Slavic pagan. What happens if they decide to accept Jesus Christ in their hearts? Okay, you got 408 days to accomplish this. If you can somehow convince the Russians to convert to Catholicism, we'll call off this crusade and go somewhere else. We're counting on you, Peter of Biatch. I could be charitable, except that I don't pick up that trade. Oh yeah, we're still trying to ambush Tomas. Come on, get that guy. Well, now I'm a dynastic kinslayer. That'll hurt my diplomacy, and some people in my dynasty aren't going to like me that much. Oh well. The guy was a heretic. Get it through your head. And what on earth is going on over there? The French want France back. Sorry, what? Oh, never mind. He's at war. I was about to say, I'll put him out of your misery for you. Countdown is on, Rita. If you can't get the Russians to convert, we're coming in full force. By God, Peter did it! I write to inform you that the Holy See no longer supports Prijezda Slovenska for the lands of Thrace, you mean Novgorod, with no fitting ruler. I'll let your faithful men and women of the cross decide who these towns might be fit. Thank you, Vladimir. Glad you see things your way. And your children are converted too. We saved Russia from destruction. And some of the Muslim vassals also converted too. Mind you, it's a mix of Russian and Hungarians. Apparently there are Muslims in Sumy as well, but they're still largely Germanic in nature. Peter, you did it. Another heathen converted. Salute to the homeland. Right, where do we... Well, now we're going back to the original target, the Thrace, which, again, I don't want that area. Nobody wants that area. This is Byzantine area, and therefore that's their problem for them to solve. What about the other areas in Kiev and Rus? Oh no, that's their vassal, they're not independent. What the hell are you thinking? Unless you want to collect the rest of Bulgaria, which of course that would be helping him. Egypt, Africa. Just trying to come up with ideas. Andalusia, maybe? I mean, if we want them to kick them out of the peninsula for good. Matter of fact, what are the other types we choose? None of them involving heretics. Khanate for Bulgaria, and if you were to choose that, then again, it's going to go to him. Just give me a minute. Let me continue to look for more possibilities. Remember, any areas far up north, that's too far-fetched. Oh, what does thrice consist of? Oh, that means you would take Thessaloniki and the other side too. No, this one's Anatolia. I say. I'm a bit stumped, honestly. Unless you want to give them payback and, you know, have a crusade on Egypt. Or what's left of it. Novatia is a huge kingdom. Although installing a Catholic vessel, that would be... I think that's too hostile. Muslim uprisings, Shia, African, too hostile. Or we could try to restore Pomerania or Prussia. There's John's Viking holdings. What's that over there? Oh, Sumenesco, don't concerned for those. Unless you want to finally go up to Swithield, which how much land do they hold? I mean, the Germanics have been becoming a bane of our existence. So maybe a crusade for Swithield, for Sweden. Don't know about that. You know, the winter. It'll kill all of us. Although, again, I have no interest in this area. This may succumb to Bosnian control one day, especially this area. And the rest of this, that's Byzantine problem. That's their problem. But my most likely candidate is going to be against Svithild for Pomerania. Oops. Oh, wait a minute. There is no such thing as Pomerania. That title doesn't exist. So yeah, you got 2 Catholic vassals in Novgorod and Kievan Rus. If we try a crusade for Lithuania, this is going to benefit them. Also, I forgot. What do you mean there is no such thing as Pomerania? Pomerania is right there. Once again, my fault. Bad oversight. Okay, not Lithuania, not Pomerania. How are these guys become independent? Okay, made my final decision. And this is my final answer. Anna Lucia. Anna Lucia. Can we really do that? Let's do that one. It's already against him. Nope, you can't change any other target with different holdings because he's already a target. That's it. Plus, the winner of that crusade has to be, you know, That'll benefit the most because there is no such thing as a kingdom title for Thrace. That's the reason why they wanted it in the first place. I think I'm just gonna go with, oh, just screw it and take the damn thing. Matter of fact, let's be super ambitious. You know, we're an empire. We kick a lot of... Well, I don't know, because these guys are gonna be on the other side, you know. It's gonna happen on all fronts. I mean, I'm really just gonna let it be Thrace. Not to Egypt, not anywhere else. Svitheo's too dangerous. One more look, okay, before I make the final decision. Hey, what happens? Okay, just in theory. Can I change that again? Okay. Where is this one? Oh, I can. What is there? Where's the copper and Lucia? There it is. Anna Lucia. Yeah. Split the empire into two. What's so hard about that? Making a decision. That is all the piety I've spent. I'll stick to my previous decision, knowing that I will contribute the most, so now I have to rethink it. Is there a man around here? Well, there's my cousin who's depressed. Yelling that hates my guts. Ah, screw it, just give it to some kinsman that I really don't even know. There, so hard about that. Now just skip the time. It'll begin on October 15th. Which means raise your troops by May. Oh, okay. I'm on my knees saying Ave Marias. I'm getting rid of my dynastic kinslave. Yeah, that's my final decision. It will be against the Zaguans, but this time, for that area, that is my final answer. Oh yeah, Peter's back. Good job converting Russia, so they wouldn't be crushed. They probably knew the Crusade was coming, and we scared them. We scared the pagans into converting. Oh, the festivities for your coronation. You never had a coronation? I got time. Well, as soon as it hits me, raise the troops. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna... Okay, that'll be... That's gonna be a double whammy against the Zaguans. One, they're about to lose Leon. Actually, that's Leon over there. Part of Leon, and then they're gonna take a big chunk out of him by getting Anna Lucia. So that means Elizabeta will by contributing to the Crusade the most, I imagine. It's probably going to be called the Sword of, I don't know, the Sword of the Lord, the Sword of God. Whatever. Raise the troops. And I'm gonna leave you people at a cliffhanger of Martin Luther King. Okay? Again, the reason why I was hesitant about Smithfield, may never known when the Teutonic Order will form and the Northern Crusades will begin. That hasn't happened in this playthrough, the Northern Crusades. Which I would definitely take part of it. Here you go. You can have it. Pregnant before Crusade. Get the ships! You forgot the ships! So we will stop on this episode on here. Okay, just a little more. Right now, on the 10th. Forgot about those guys. Yeah, and I forgot to move them on ships. But then again, not everyone is here yet. But all the ships are. Especially over there. So very soon, well, very soon, you mean the next episode. On the next episode, the Crusade for Anna Lucia. It's not exactly a Reconquista, but we just want an entirely new Crusader state in that area. That would split the Zaghuan Empire into two. Especially that they're trying to get down to African lands. The peaceful Africans. So, and Jerusalem continues to expand. Surprisingly. Well, one of their vassals probably did expand. So, we'll be talking about more of the Crusade, of who's in it and who's not, and then the actual hostilities in that area, which we have to set sail through there and land at the Gibraltar area, just north of the Gibraltar. So we hope you see you in the next one. Until then, so long for now.